Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. Welcome to the Saiyonan Archives. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Nuna. I am the seer, the poet, the writer, the witch, the keeper of the archives. I'm also the founder of the Saiyonan Etherium. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if you're returning, hey tribe, welcome back to our sacred space. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. I wanted to go ahead real quick and do a message while my 4-year-old is still sleeping. I just got done doing a workout and I did it while in a fasted state. So I'm feeling pretty well, feeling pretty good so far. My body is definitely feeling the effects of the workout. However, I decided to just kind of come on here and give a quick daily message for whoever needs to hear it. I don't expect for this message to be too long, and I'm hoping that it just serves as a daily encouraging message for you at this moment in time, and that it allows you to tap into whatever amazing energy that you are meant to tap into at the moment. Thank you so much for trusting me to give you this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to just be the one to give you the reading. And I trust that you'll receive what you need. Divine, I thank you so much for this time. Thank you so much for this moment that we have together. Thank you so much for helping me to give the messages to the collective, to the Saiyonan collective here on YouTube. Thank you so much for protecting me as I immerse myself into your wisdom. Thank you so much for protecting me as I dive deep into the reservoir of wisdom that is available to us all. Thank you so much for protecting the people who are listening to these messages. May they receive what they need, and may they reserve what is not for them as a gift for someone else who may need it. Thank you so much for just allowing us to come together, love, fellowship, devote ourselves to our higher path and to our higher calling. And may we also all choose divine wisdom and love over fear. It is so. I don't know exactly what this reading is going to be about, but I'm setting the intention, of course, that you receive whatever encouraging message you may need at this time. Please keep your heart open. Please keep your mind open, and please use discernment. Know what is for you and know what is not. If it is not for you, that is okay. Not all messages resonate all the time. They do not. Also, I will not give you fluff. I will only give you honesty. Please keep that in mind. Please understand that I am not interested in giving anybody any type of fluff or anything like that. For those of you that tuned in to the last video, oh, this card was sticking out to me the most. I have to let that card out. Oh, goodness. Okay. Of course the moon is here because today is the Gemini full moon. So of course the messages from this Gemini full moon are going to be bleeding into this reading. I'm going to go ahead and start to channel. Okay, let's go ahead and get the channel started. Spirit, I set the intention that whatever comes through for this channel is for the people listening to this at this moment. So essentially the first cards that decided to jump out at the same time, I believe at the same time, you're watching the video, hopefully, so you can tell me and let me know down in the comments that these two cards came out at the same time. You have the Wheel of Fortune here and you have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Excuse the glare. I have my ring light on for the sake of lighting. So you have these cards here, and immediately, of course, the Wheel of Fortune is pointing to timing. So I feel like if you're watching this video right now, if you're listening to this, if you're tuning in, this to me really does sound like I just heard someone take the wheel. It's like someone take the wheel. Of course, I would feel that way because, of course, you do have a will here. Someone is definitely, I just heard that there's someone's owning up to something, or someone now is allowing themselves to be honest about what they need, about where they're comfortable, where they're uncomfortable. I'm also hearing that for whatever reason that someone, I just heard the word someone is reluctant. So someone could be reluctant to explore other options, or someone could be reluctant to welcome in different type of funding or different types of fundings or different types of monies is what I'm hearing. And someone is, their comfort level just is not, someone's having a hard time adapting. Actually, it's got, oh, I'm hearing that someone's having a hard time adapting. And the encouraging message that I want to give you right now, or that spirit is giving you, is that your spiritual team sees that there's so many things about this world that are changing. There's so many things that are unavoidable. And Spirit is saying is that you don't have to shut yourself off to different ways of bringing in income, of what your legacy is supposed to look like, as to how you're supposed to do things. If anything, they're asking for you to keep your heart and your mind open, but also listen to the things that your intuition is telling you. Your intuition takes the first hit, and then it then goes into your mental or your logical awareness, and then you start to perceive it. But first, what they're saying is that they're wanting you to dive deeper into your internal world. I do feel with the moon card here, because it does point to illusions and things like that, what I'm seeing here is that something is obviously being revealed to you. More than likely, someone is revealing something to you today, or I just heard something is like direct. There's this direct truth, of course, with the Ace of Swords here, there's a direct truth that is being shown to you, that's being reflected. And it's interesting because I'm seeing someone do water scrying, and somehow when they're looking at their reflection in the water, they're seeing something about themselves that they're finally accepting, that they more than likely that they weren't accepting before. It could be a power. It could be the power of intuition, prophecy, knowingness, clairvoyance, clairaudience, some type of spiritual gift. And what they're saying is that now it's time for you to start using that spiritual gift moving forward. You may not know what it looks like, and that's the beauty of it. You're not supposed to know what it looks like, because if you knew what everything looked like, then there would be no mystery, no spontaneity to life. And what a boring life it would be if you knew everything. So I feel like with the Fool card here, I feel truly like it's one of those things where you're not going to know everything about everything, and it's okay. And also what they're saying is that the reason why someone is having such a hard time receiving abundance or manifesting things or calling in whatever, it could be resources, it could be people, it could be places, things that allow you to expand and grow, is because someone is holding on to loss here, and the loss is holding them back. It could be disappointments. It could be someone feeling like they're gonna experience disappointments again. The Spirit is saying that if you believe that you are going to experience that, then your mind is going to focus on that and you will experience it. But if you tell yourself, okay, I've experienced this before, I've experienced the heartache, I've experienced the pain, I've experienced the loss and the disappointment, that somehow, like when you tell yourself that and you acknowledge it and you say, I also choose differently, then you'll start to see differently. And they're saying that there's something about this Five of Cups here that the emotional body is holding on to. The emotional body is holding on to that for whatever reason. And they're saying that now is a time for you to start turning the wheel and allowing yourself to steer the ship in a completely different direction. Because if you don't, then you'll end up hitting this iceberg, and then you'll end up, the ship will sink. And that's the story of how the ship sank. It's because the captain failed to do what they needed to do out of fear of not trusting itself, out of fear of what will happen, out of fear of something being there. Does that make sense? Of course, it's bringing me to the Titanic, but I feel like what they're saying, I just heard that it was an inside job. So when it comes to the Titanic, I'm hearing that it was an inside job. So this to me sounds like there's someone or something that's plaguing your internal field, your internal body. I just heard your internal organs. There's something going on within the body or within your mental space, within the emotional space, the intangible space, that's infiltrating and that's causing the ship to go a different direction. And it's not even, what I'm hearing is that it's not even the fault of the captain. For some people, it definitely is, because you're actively choosing to go that direction because of what you believe. But then for others, it's no, there's something that's going on inside of me that I wasn't aware of. But now that I'm aware of it, now that it has come into my awareness, I know what's stopping me. It could be guilt. It could be shame. It could be humiliation. It could be lack of self-love or lack of self-acceptance. I mean, insert whatever you feel the blockage would be. But what I do feel that Spirit is saying is that now is your time to understand that, there's a cold truth, a harsh truth. Something is being revealed to you now, and it may make you cry. it may make you cry, because the King of Swords does not care about emotion. And if it does, it doesn't show it. It could be very stoic, but it also could be very rigorous, right? So this is really strong divine masculine energy. It's like a doctor that tells you, okay, and I know this is going to sound harsh, and I don't want this to ruin the day, so I'm going to try my best to receive you know what Spirit is saying, just say it what it is. You guys are adults, you will be fine. What I'm hearing is that it's like a doctor that tells you, listen, if you keep doing this, you're going to die in 6 months. If you keep doing this, you only have this time frame to live. This person has done this, their liver is no longer working. You can expect for them to be gone in this amount of time. And they will tell you and look at you right in the face, show no emotion, because they have to get the job done. But in this instance, what it feels like is that there's this truth that's being delivered to you that you may feel comes off as harsh, but at the same time, it's for the better. The thing is, though, I just heard the word hope. It's interesting that I say that, because you do have hope here at the bottom of the deck. I do not feed into the idea of hope at all whatsoever. I believe in the power of human will. I believe in divine guidance. But in this instance, what they're saying is that hope for you looks like divine knowing. And even when this King of Swords tells you that this is the way, this is the only way, Spirit is saying, no, it is not. There are other ways. Open yourself up to a miracle. Miracles are essentially manifestations that we didn't believe could appear in this reality. They're blessings that we didn't think had the capacity to manifest, but that's because we keep having our mind set on something certain, as if certainty in this thing is the only thing that there is, and it's not. So I feel like even this truth that this King of Swords may give to you, for some people, take it as it resonates. It's an illusion to believe that this is the only way, because the Wheel of Fortune here says, no, there are other ways of thinking about this. You just have to keep yourself open. I'm hearing that this King of Swords here, it keeps itself protected by using its words, its logic, its intellect. But Spirit is saying is that where you are going is going to require you to use more of your intuition. The Moon card here is pointing me to intuition. And the reason is because you have to feel your way out of this. You can't calculate everything, right? There's some things that come into your intuitive awareness first, and then it gives you the sound logic and knowing that you need. Then it gives you the sound reasoning. It doesn't work the other way around. Your logic doesn't guide your intuition. Your intuition guides your logic. For so long, you've been made to believe that your emotional body, that your intuitive body is not accurate, or it's not, what are the words I'm looking for? You've been made to believe so long that your intuition is wrong. Like, you're wrong for following your intuition. You may have been outcasted. You may have been, insert whatever you may have been here, made to believe that what you believed in and what you knew to be true just wasn't true because it didn't fit a certain standard. And what they're saying to you now is that you don't have to believe in those standards. You don't have to believe in any of that. Your spiritual team is not saying for you to turn off logic. They're asking for you to really tune into your intuition and to deviate away from anything that is not going to honor that, because there's a difference between you following your emotions and you following intuition. Your intuition will supersede everything because it doesn't have any attachment to anything. You can know very well that this person intuitively is not good for you because you know that there's something about them, but then your emotion says, I'm so attached to them. I don't know why I love them so much and I just want to be with them. And your intuition is like, listen, honey, go the other way. And then logic will show you, okay, this is the reason why this person is this way. But then for some people, they're just so caught up in their emotions. They feel like, okay, well, I just really want this. And it's like, let's address the real reason why. Like, let's get to the truth. The truth is that you have this issue with attachment because of this issue with abandonment that you haven't dealt with yet. And that's the real reason why you feel attached. It's not the fact that you want them. You just want to feel someone there because you don't want to be alone. You're afraid of being lonely. When in truth, loneliness or being alone is actually where you can find yourself, because there's nothing there to create an illusion unless you're choosing to believe in that. At this point, it becomes a choice, right? And like, that's the way that this truth is being given. That's the way that this truth is being given. Spirit, is there anything else that is needed to give to our soul tribe at this time? Whoa, okay. The word that keeps coming through is redemption. You have here the Knight of Wands, and you also have here the 9 of Wands coming up in reverse. So I feel like with these cards here, it almost kind of makes me feel like Spirit is saying is that the only way through this is for you to know, for you to believe, for you to trust, to put this wall down. Like whatever this firewall is, they're asking for you to put it down. Even with me dropping it on the altar, they're saying that it's time, because what's keeping you away from experiencing the best of your life, this money, this luxury, because I am picking up on luxury for some people, this money, this luxury, the only thing standing in your way is what you believe. The only thing standing in your way is what you believe. I just heard the word kryptonite. This King of Swords is coming up as someone's kryptonite. Someone could be having a really hard time facing some type of truth. And Spirit is saying is that the truth does not get to be this loud or this rigorous until or unless someone is actively ignoring it or choosing to believe in something different. Someone has a really strong Neptunian placement and they're being given a reality check. And if this is you, respectfully, I trust that you will take what it is that you need from this and you will apply it, right? Because sometimes a reality check is that you have too big of a heart to sit here in front of these people and allow them to play in your face. Like, and that's something that I feel strongly. It's like, don't allow people to sit here and play in your face when you know that you deserve more than that. And then the question that's being asked here is, why are you allowing it? When you know that you deserve better? Why are you allowing yourself to be open to this type of maltreatment or mistreatment? Why are you accepting scraps when you know that that is not good for you, that it's not even sustainable? Because if you really want to think about it from a logical perspective, how can you thrive off of crumbs? How can you experience the most, beautiful life if you're surrounded by, excuse my French, shit? I'm not going to eat shit for breakfast. I'm going to eat strawberries for breakfast. I'm going to eat cucumbers. I'm going to eat a nice wholesome meal for breakfast. That's what I'm going to eat. And when it comes time for dinner or for lunch, I'm going to eat something that's also nutritious. I'm not going to eat shit because I know that my body needs food. It needs quality. So then why do you deny yourself quality? Luxury looks like you being around people who are high vibrational, who are of a high frequency, who care about themselves, who are kind to other people, who have boundaries, who will tell you the truth, who want the best for you. And even if telling you the truth means I can't be around you because of how you talk about yourself, then let that be the truth. So there's something about Spirit telling you to watch how you speak to yourself. Your words hold weight. Okay, your words hold weight, and your guides are saying that they love you so much and they will never forsake you. They will not forsake you. They are here. You may not always know, or you may feel hopeless at times, but they're saying that they are there. They are there. There's a really strong, undeniable truth that is happening for you right now. And I set the intention that it sets you free. I set the intention that it comes in the most perfectly divine timing and that you receive everything that you need from this reading and that you reserve what you don't need for someone else. And I set the intention that you decide that you are not going to accept anything less than what you know you need in your life. I set the intention that you decide that you are going to start living for you and no one else, that you receive everything that you can possibly wish for, hope for, want, and need in this life, all by being yourself and all by speaking your truth. Perhaps you're the one that's giving the truth to someone else. Perhaps you're the one that's saying, I don't want this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Or I do want this. I do want to experience this with you. Maybe you believe in love and you're saying that I'm giving myself a second chance. This Knight of Wands here is redemption for you, because redemption looks like you saying, I chose differently the first time and I refuse to do it again. I will not allow myself to do this again. I will choose better for myself. That is what redemption looks like for you right now. And I trust it. Love is all around. Love that for you. Love is all around. What is your song? Nightingale Spirit, what is your song? What is your song? This is a gentle message from Spirit saying that no matter what, love comes in so many forms. Love comes in so many forms. Wow, the abundant universe will provide. Exactly. Love is all around. Love is all around, and the abundant universe will provide. Your animal totem may be a bison. Your animal totem may be. I just heard a mammoth. I just got a vision of a mammoth. I don't know if someone's studying prehistoric animals or something like that, but I just seen a mammoth. And then you also have dragonfly. Wow, look, that was so on time. You cannot make this up. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Exactly. There's something that is being revealed to you right now that is going to help change your life. And I'm hearing within 3 days. For some of you, it is within 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Wow. And also, what they're saying is that it is a lie that there is not enough for you. It is a lie. It is an illusion that there is no room for you. That's something that you believed in because that's what the old world wanted you to believe. Why? Because it kept you in a state of survival and it kept you in the rat race. You're no longer a part. You're not a part of that rat race anymore. You also have Sandpiper spirit, be playful. I also pick up a little bit of mischievous energy coming from this Sandpiper spirit. You see me, now you don't. That's the energy that I'm getting. It's like you see me, now you don't. I also feel here that with be playful, your guides are asking for you to trust and have fun with your life and not allow this King of Swords energy to take out the enjoyment of your life. Okay. Yes, it's okay for there to be rigor because the rigor is how we test our limits and it's also how we get to know ourselves. But your path of remembrance does not look like just all things rigor. It looks like play. It looks like dimension hopping, understanding that there's a multi-dimensional aspect to this universe and to yourself. And when you embrace that, you know that there is a playful dimension that you can tap into because with you tapping into that is what allows you to tap into your youth, your joy, your vitality, right? I just heard that someone here is an old spirit, but they're also a young spirit at heart. They're a very old soul. Someone here is a very old soul, but they have so much youth. Or you may be a lot older and you look younger, or you may be younger and you have so much wisdom within you, like so much wisdom. Like you have so much wisdom that people would think that you're way older, and it's like, no, like you just have a lot of life experience. Because these cards are so big, I have to. This one's sticking out. Oh, this one wants to come out too. And I'm going to pull one more. I just heard something from the back. There we go. All right. Wow. Love it. Look at that. Exactly. This is so interesting because you have here Ladybug, good luck, which I don't know why, but this is pointing me to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You have Ladybug, good luck. Let's go ahead and, okay, there we go. Love that. Oh, I love this lighting. Okay, you have Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. And I so love that. I love that for you because I feel like it's time for you to start shining and it's time for you to really start sharing yourself with this world. It's like the world can be so colorless, but you bring color. It's like in a world full of gray, you bring the pink, you bring the highlighter pink, you bring the neon colors, you bring the psychedelic vibe, and that's what makes you you. So embrace that and know that that light that you shine, that you exude, transcends all illusions. You have lizard in regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your and we talked about adaptation. Someone's having a hard time adapting. We said that earlier. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. I feel like this is one of those energies where it's like something happens to you and you snap back, because that's just what you are. Wow. Okay. You have links here. Keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. Exactly. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Do not fear being alone. Do not fear being by yourself, because that is where you receive your power. You draw power from this voided space, and then you're going to share that with others. That is what you're called to do. Sea turtle protection. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Preserve and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. I want you to know that if you are listening to this reading right now, that there is a truth that is being revealed to you right now. And once that truth is revealed, you allow yourself to embrace it and you go out there in the world and you crush it. Why? Because you can do this. Because you can do this. You can, you will, you shall, and I believe in you. As a matter of fact, I know you can do it. This is your chance of redemption. Take it, wield it, and go fuck it up. I love you so very much. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Subscribe, leave a comment, send this to a friend, family member, save it, and I will catch you in my next video.